flag, and it's Moo Irons out in the gravel, it looks like.
Oh yeah, thanks, idiot. Thank you so much. Just cut me off. Like, that's... I'm sorry.
Welcome in then, everybody. Hope you're having a most magnificent start to your week. Fake Mano then. Fake Mano is next to City of R. That's close. Tiny little bit of contact perhaps. Might have compromised City of R as we come round. No, he's still got Fake Mano for company. Fake Mano goes down the inside and makes the move. They're still side by side. But Fake Mano gets through in the end, up into P5. Jjoh has checked out. He is 1.4 seconds down the road from Kermit Attacks. It's Andy in the Mercedes in P3 with MB Jacobson up to P4 in the Haas. Fake Mano, as we said, in P5. Yellow flags in Sector 2. We've got Gibbsy. Gibbsy's round in Sector 2. He's going to have to wait till all the cars have got past him. And don't blink in that McLaren. He's round as well, all the way down into P20 potentially. Yes, don't blink. The reserve driver for the McLaren team, who'd done so well in qualifying, all the way down to P20. Very close though now, having a little look is AK. Patience is the key in this part of the track. Moves taken in Sectors 2 and the back end of Sector 3 can be terminal. Here we go then, down the straight, beautiful camera angle, Maud. AK, Ketchen, Semtex. Are we going to see AK make a move? He dips to the inside. Is he going to make a move to the inside? He is. We've also got Ketchen and Semtex getting closer, and Maud gets a bit squirrely. That's going to allow Semtex and Ketchen perhaps to catch him. Too wide in Ketchen and Semtex, gone into turn 2. Can they keep it all the way through there to get into turn 3 and 4? I've got more than 120 friends in my friends list, therefore I can't catch anybody. Are we going to see a Haas making a move?
Don't let me get behind the AI. Oh, what a switchback. Oh, no way. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What a double overtake. Oh my gosh, dude. What a double overtake.
That might be a warning for Maud. As Moo Irons is closing in. And by the way, Ketchen and Don't Blink are so... Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a little bit tired, but I'm also Andy Rage Quit. Hope you're doing very well. This is Moose Racing League. It is Sunday night. And you know what that means? It means racing. It means Moose Racing League. And it means, for me, Tier 2 commentary. I can't wait. I know you can't either. It's going to be an absolute stone cold stunner. I'm a little bit late because I was racing in Tier 2. Sorry, no, I wasn't racing. Commentating on Tier 2. Racing in Tier 4, then Tier 3. And now we're on our way commentating on Tier 2. So, without further ado, I'm Boogs. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing very well. Let's have a quick cheeky look then, because we have got some track map action and some scenics going on for you. We are, of course, at Portugal, Portimao, the track with the most elevation in Formula 1. It's been pretty sensational racing so far over the course of the last 3 tiers, tiers 5s, 4 and 3, and I'm pretty sure we're going to get an equal amount of top draw, overtaking and passing. Look at the elevation. Look at that. That is one of our tedious little turns that can cause us a little bit of drama in this race. Let's take a look at the track map then. It is 4.653 kilometers, 2.891 miles. There's only 15 turns. But as I said earlier on, there is a stink load of elevation. We have got 2 DRS zones, and take a look at this. As the map comes up, you can see the elevation there from turn 1 all the way up. We've got some pretty delicate turning positions here. You've got to be very careful. I found that having an oversteer setup caused me problems. I had an understeer setup when I was racing and I still had problems. So there you go, and there you have it. Who knows? Let's see what happens. Okay, let's have a quick look at the race notes then. We've got 15 drivers in the lobby, so we've got a little bit of time on our hands to make sure that we adjust the camera so I've got my massive forehead in it. There we go. Job done. So the race notes for Portimao. Thank you very much to Punju for putting these together. It's only the second time we've actually raced at Portimao. I remember it very well in Tier 3 a couple of seasons ago because I was robbed of my only potential victory in MRL by 2 back markers with 2 laps to go under safety car conditions. Tier 2 has the biggest gap from first to second. It's 18 points from Andy down to Jjoh. With lots of full-time drivers out tonight. Of course, it is Mother's Day in the United States of America. Happy Mother's Day to all the mums out there. And the grandmas. You're all doing a most magnificent job. We appreciate you. We love you to bits. Keep doing what you're doing. And the drivers to watch tonight are our championship leader, Andy. And then we've got Jjoh. I believe Jjoh. What car's Jjoh in? He's in the other Mercedes. So it looks like a bit of a Mercedes watch tonight. And then, of course, the mighty Beacles in the McLaren. Those are our 3 drivers to watch for this evening. We've got 7 drivers who've readied up out of the 16 that appear to be racing. Good evening. The tyres, Tolby, the tyres. I thought I could just nurse that last lap, mate. The last lap. I thought I could grab us some points. That's the most frustrating P11 I think I've ever had, by the way. Thank you very much. I've cultivated it my very self. No help whatsoever. A bit of beard balm, perhaps. Pogs, how you doing, brother? How you doing? Right then, I think we're almost ready to go racing, guys. We're readying up. We're readying up. It's almost time to go. The counter is on. The clock is indeed ticking. And here we go, 20 seconds to go. So we've got Chili Willy, Maud, Nathan Pocus. I don't know if I've heard him before. Moo Irons, whose name I'll get wrong repeatedly. Semtex, Com, Landsharky, City of Ketchen, Benzo Slice, Beacles, Andy, Jolster, Kermetax, Jjoh, Sacco Like Taco, and FG Pac-Man, who just did race in Tier 3. You cut your beard way down. Mate, honestly, it felt so good. I felt really good in Tier 4. But that drive felt good, mate. I think I just pushed a little bit too hard between laps 15 and 20. I mean, I took the tyres 23 laps in the end. And actually, the one that punctured was the one that was on a less percentage. Would you Adam and Eve it? Unless I think they might have both gone in the end. Moo Iron Boogs. I'm going to have to come up with a new name for you, mate. Moo. Can't just call you Moo. There's a few people called Moo. Right then, so we are but 15, 10, 12 seconds away from the start of this short qualification. We have had rain in at least one race this evening. I don't know what Tier 5 was like, but we had a dry quali in Tier 4. We then had a wet race in Tier 4. We had dry quali and dry race in Tier 3. Very dry, in fact. Ultimately dry. Right then, let's have a quick look what we are going to get up and running. We do have the track map on, which is good. Pogs, after my finish in Tier 3, I had to consume some beverages, sir. Some ice cold ones, of course, straight out the fridge. It's like I'd almost prepared to have a bad race. But I'd like to say I finished a race in MRL Season 7 tonight, in the tier I'm not supposed to race in. What do you make of that? I don't know. Yeah, it was a nice race, mate. I enjoyed it. No rain and no racing. Boogs, you can't say no racing in the race. I'm assuming you mean no raining in the race. Right, we've got a couple of cars on their way out of the pits, and it is Semtex in that Alpine. The Alpine, as we like to call it from Season 6. Oh. Right, okay. So, let's get some quick predictions out of here. You're not allowed to choose Andy. Who is going to do well in this race this evening? We've got 3 guys. We've got Ketchen, Jjoh, and Andy currently sitting on medium tyres, by the way. Medium tyres. I don't know what I make of that. I don't know what I make of it. But it looks like it's going to be a dry quali and a dry race, according to our weatherman trackside, Moo Irons. So we've got Cityvar, Landsharky, Ketchen, Moo Irons, Chili Willy, and obviously Semtex, who we're on board with, excuse me, on our initial outlaps. Benzo's just come out of the pits as well. Here we go then. Right. Qualification, 16 minutes left. Semtex in the Alpine. Coming round the final turn. Let's have a look. Let's jump on board with him, in fact, because we can and we will. We start the race, start the qualification session, then wing wide open, down into turn 1, into 6th gear. Oh, a little bit steadier. Let's see what he puts down for this banker lap then. What's going to be the first time on the clock? Let's go, Pac-Man, says Fatweed. Just about manages to keep the lap valid there, does Semtex, at turn 4. One of our trickier turns. Very easy to invalidate, as I found out to my own peril this evening. I like this turn, it's a quick one. Caused me trouble in tier 4, but we navigated quite well in tier 3. Beautifully done that by Semtex, that feels good. Doesn't choose to touch either of those two curbs, and we've got a problem! It's the Red Bull! It's the Red Bull. It might be Sacco like Taco or Kermit Attacks. It was Sacco like Taco, completely and utterly in the way, oblivious to what was going on. He's probably got rear wing damage. He's going to have to go in the pits. That is a catastrophe for Semtex and for Sacco like Taco, quite frankly. Yellow flags in sector 1. There is that. That looks like rear wing damage then. No, he was just going slow. Oh no, that is actually Kermit who's spun in sector 1. Let's jump on board then with Sacco like Taco in the Red Bull. The first time on the clock, by the way, was Cityvar with an 18 flat. We've got Chili Willy with an 18-1, Ketchum with a banker of 19.4 on the medium tyre. Lots and lots of yellow flags. This yellow flag is caused by Kermit. Can Kermit get out of the way of his teammate? Yes, he does. There was no rear wing damage for Sacco like Taco. But Sacco like Taco will be receiving a penalty. That was cut and dried. No need to send that one to the stewards, Jim. So Moo Irons comes in with an 18.3 to go third fastest. A 19.4 for Benzo. What is Sacco going to throw down then? How can he make some serious redemption after that error? We have a couple of cars crossing the line. It's B-Coles with an 18 flat. Our driver to watch by 1,000th of a second. He takes provisional pole. Here comes Sacco then. Sacco's going to dive into this. No, he's not. Sacco goes 5th fastest with a 19 flat. Keep an eye on Pac-Man. Pac-Man was in the last race. I was doing quite well to keep within a decent distance of Pac-Man in the last race, and then I had a minor problem. Jordster, another one of our drivers to watch, goes fastest. Provisional pole for Jordster with a 17.9. 1/10 quicker than B-Coles. Here comes Pac-Man then, deep now into sector 2. Just about to take this quite tricky corner here. This is where you can go a bit of a cropper as well. 52.8, let's remember that one at the end of sector 2 then. 52.8. Just about avoids the sausage curve. Yellow flags again. Looks like it is a McLaren that might have an issue. Here we go then. FG Pac-Man. About to set his first lap of the day. It is an 18.4. He goes 6th fastest. Here comes Nathan. Nathan into the pits. We've got a Red Bull. It's Kermit Attacks. Here comes Kermit Attacks. There's what looks like an Alpine in front of him. Kermit Attacks goes 5th fastest with an 18.2. So it's Jordster in pole at the moment. with a 17.9. The first of our drivers into the 17s. Hey, yo, Toby. Bro. Give a man a break, you know? Give a man a break. So it's Jjoh strong pole with a 17.9. Biko's 18 flat, 1,000th quicker than City Vari, currently sits in P3. Chili Willy on another outlap is on an 18.1 in P4 with Kermit Attacks P5 with an 18.2. It's an 18.3 for Moo Irons, 18.4 for Pac-Man, Benzo Slice, and it's Andy actually on the meet, ladies and gentlemen. BTA Andy, our championship leader by 18 points, has thrown down an 18 flat on the medium tyre. What are you saying about that? Give me some output, please. We've got Moo Irons, 18.3, FG Pac-Man, 18.4, Benzo Slice has now improved to an 18.7, more than 18.9, 19 flat for Sacco, and a 19.4 for Ketchen. Right, here's Line Sharky then. Is he going to be the next person? Semtex. Semtex crossing the line. Semtex goes fastest in the Alpine. A 17.8. Where's that Ferrari gone? That's Maud, is it? Trying to find somebody who's crossing the line. Can't find anybody crossing the line just yet. You're a miner who mines irons. Good grief. Good grief. Right, let's jump on board with Con, because he's coming. Oh no, he's invalidated, bless him. Jjoh's on an outlap. Can Jjoh keep up his trend? He's had 4 pole positions so far. Can he make it 5? Right, let's find out where we've got a car. Nathan's on an outlap. We've got... That must be Jjoh. Yeah, Jjoh's coming around to about to start his lap. Let's jump on board and stay on board with Jjoh then. Here we go. Here goes our pole setter. In the last 4 rounds of MRL Tier 2, Jjoh has been on pole. He ain't going to do pole with that. That is an instant invalidation. I think that's Moo Irons on an outlap. No. No. Imagine trying to find a car. That'd be amazing. Chili Willy actually is setting a lap. So has Chili Willy improved, or is he going to dive in the pits? He's diving into the pits, ladies and gentlemen. He's in the pits. Here comes an Alpha Tauri. It's not City Var. It's Com 45. Com 45 crosses the line at 190. Must have been validated. Bless him. Here comes the other one. It's City Var. He's on an outlap. We've then got Moo Irons on an outlap. Is this Nathan? Nathan's invalidated. Where is our... Where's our... Right, we've got 2 Red Bulls. We've got a Red Bull on a lap yet. That's an outlap. And an outlap. 2 Red Bulls and outlaps. Here we go then. Right, Com 45. I didn't see anybody in chat, by the way, telling me who's going to win this race or who's going to get pole. Come on. Give me some information, and you're not allowed to choose Andy. And round goes Com. Keeps it out of the wall. Keeps it out of the barrier, but he's gone round. We've got a Mercedes on its way around the field. Is it Andy or is it Jjohster? I think it's Jjohster. Jjohster's on the outlap. Irons, almost 3/10 up is Irons. Come on, Irons. Get your foot down, my son. This will get you into the 17s, potentially. This is got front row all over it if you can make the final tier. Still 2/10 up. Needs a little bit more in the final sector if he's going to claim pole position. 2 points through 3 races for Ferrari. Well, I've got 1 finish through 4 races and no points individually, yellow. Here we go then. What can Moo Irons throw down? Is he going to get across the line and challenge that pole position? He's gone 3rd fastest, 200 slower than Jjohster. Great lap there from Moo Irons. We've got a Haas. We've got a Haas. Who's in the hardest catching? Just starting to lap his catching though. Yellow flag. We have got an Aston Martin. It's Jjoh. Jjoh goes round on the final turn. He's going to struggle to maintain his 100% record of pole positions. If that's the way it's going to go. Right, I think we've got Jaws to clear around. Yeah, here's Jaws then. So Jaws to 700s up. That wouldn't be enough to take him to pole position. Provisional pole, of course, with 5-6 minutes left in this qualifying session. Here he comes then, Jaws to round this long, slower right-hander. The quicker now, the quicker final turn. Straight line speed, and he has gone fastest with a 17.8. He is 17 thousandths quicker than Semtex, who's on his outlap. Here comes that Haas of Ketchen. He's 8 tenths better off, so he's going to be in the midfield. Maybe P9, P10. P11 in the end, almost a second off. Just gets ahead of his past teammate, Benzo Slice. Ferrari, Maud, here comes Maud. Come on, Maud. Andy goes fastest. Andy goes fastest by 4 tenths. 3 tenths, almost 4 tenths. Sorry, 2 and a bit tenths. Anyway, Andy's fastest on the soft tyre, 17.5. At the moment, it is a Mercedes front row lockout with Andy and Jjoh P1 and P2 respectively. Semtex currently sat in P3 in the Alpine. Here he comes through sector 1, 400th better off. This could make a challenge for the front row, Semtex. There were yellow flags and cars in trouble. There is a car in front of him. Let's hope that car gets out of the way. It's a Ferrari. It does. It pulls off to the side. Well done, the Ferrari. Batman needs an invite. Oh, gosh. Hope the Mercs take each other out, has told me. Let me just watch this lap. I didn't see Pac-Man leave. Oh, no. Here we go then. We're still on board with Semtex. He was in a position to get on the front row. Has he made up enough to take pole? He has not, but he does take P2. He's on the front row. He's on the front row. It's an Alpine sandwich between 2 slices of Mercedes bread. Oops, steady on. McLaren coming round. Is it Beacles? It is Beacles. What's Beacles got to say about it? Anything? Nope, he's just starting a fresh lap. Don't blink. Here comes Don't Blink. He's thrown in a purple sector 2. What can Don't Blink do? He's shown good pace so far in his racing in MRL. Is he going to throw something down that challenges the front row? We're about to find out in the next 4 seconds. He does. He goes second fastest. It's an Alpine. It's a big fat Alpine sandwich now. 2 Alpines, P2 and 3, with 2 Mercedes in P1 and 4. Evening, Eli. How the devil are we, sir? Hope you're having the most magnificent Sunday evening. Of course, watching lots of MRL action. We've got a Ferrari. It might be JB. It's JB coming round that long right-hander. Final turn. The full gas is down. DRS briefly open. So 118 flat go 8th fastest. There's a Red Bull. The Red Bull of Kermit Attacks goes... Sorry, it's Sacco like Taco. 11th fastest. Alpha Tauri. That must have been Com 45. Com 45 has just gone 4th fastest. He's getting into the mix now. Can anybody make up 1/10 to get in contention with Andy with 1 minute 53 left? Plenty of people are done and finished. Have we got anybody on a flyer? Maud has... retired in the pits from the session. Bit of shenanigans going on here at the back. Nathan's yet to set a lap. Is he going to be able to set a lap? Got to get himself round. I don't know what that is in front. That is a Williams in front. Who's that Williams belong to? Is it Chili Willy? It is Chili Willy. He's an outlap though. Here comes JB. Here comes JB in the Ferrari. Currently sat P9. B. Coles has retired. He's going into the pits. Chili Willy's on a flyer. 1 minute to go. Hey Jordan, how you doing? Works are well drilled. Won't be no coming together from them like the Red Bulls. Ha ha ha! You leave us Red Bulls alone. Tom 45 retires in the pits. Here comes a Haas. Whose is the Haas? It's Ketchen. He's on a flyer. George setting himself up. Setting himself up for a lap. We've then got an AlphaTauri. City of R. City of R is... This is his final go. What is he going to do then? He's going to go... Oh, he improves by a 10th, but 2,000 slower than Georgester. Here comes Moo Irons. Moo Irons. Is Moo Irons improving his time? Needs 4 tenths to take pole. Does he have 4 tenths in the locker? Or is this futile? Doesn't improve his time. Trying to find out who that was getting close to the line. It was Chili Willy with a 17.8 going 7th fastest. 17.3. Andy just solidifies his pole position with a 17.3. We've got Georgester on a lap. 2 tenths up for Georgester. What can Georgester do? Can Georgester make this a front low lockout now? Here we go. Round the final bend. The long right-hander. Foot to the floor. 7th gear. Is he going to get him to 8th? He does. DRS wing. Wide open. Goes second fastest. It's a front row lockout again for Mercedes. Can the Red Bull? Kermit attacks. Goes 4th fastest. Trying to find people that are driving is incredible. So Moo Irons is done. Nathan did manage to get time on the board. Is he improving? Or is he going to dive into the pits? He's run out of ERS. And he does not improve his time. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your lot. It is over. I missed the lap from Jjoh, by the way. Jjoh's pole streak comes to an end. However, he does secure a place alongside the championship leader on the front row. It's Andy on pole, followed by Jjoh. 4 tenths from 4th to 12th. Yes, here we go then. Let's go through our standings. It's Andy in the Mercedes with the 17.3 on pole position. The second place driver in the championship is Jjoh in the Aston Martin with a 17.4. 1 tenth between them, less than a 1 tenth, 800ths. We've then got Jaws to P3 on the second row with Don't Blink. It's Kermit Attacks in the Red Bull. Third row with Semtex in the Alpine. We've got Com45 and City of R in P7 and 8 with Chili Willy and Moo Irons in P9 and 10 in the Williams. B. Coles and JBTC, followed by Land Sharky and Ketchen. We've then got Sacco Like Taco in the second of our Red Bulls with an Alfa Romeo of Nathan Pocas for company. FG Pac-Man, Benzo Slice, and at the back it is Maud in the Ferrari. So we don't have a formation lap, ladies and gentlemen, because there is a glitch with the formation lap, apparently. I clearly need to hydrate because my voice is going and we've not even finished qualification. But I'm excited. What a great spectacle we have in front of us. The two top drivers in the championship, 18 points separates them at the moment. Oh, it's a little bit darker. It's a little bit darker than it was for qualification. But I'm led to believe there is no rain. So we've got Andy on pole position in the Mercedes, followed by Jjoh in the Aston Martin on the front row. It's going to be one hell of a battle down into turn 1. We know that this track can provide us with more thrills and spills than you can see in the local establishment that serves cold beer. So I'm pretty sure that this race is going to give us an equal amount of drama that we've had in the previous 3 tiers this evening, with plenty of undertakes, overtakes, undercuts, overcuts, and of course a little sprinkling of spinach. That's spinach, not spinach, as Popeye would say. No rain expected, says Mark. Mark, which driver are you, sir? Or are you engineering for somebody? I'm yet to learn all the names associated with our Discord and YouTube. You know, the linking thing. Right then, 1, 2, 3, 4. Red lights. And we are away. It's Andy gets a great start, as does Jjoh. Jjoh gets a horrible start. The 2 Mercedes out in front, and Kermit attacks up from P5 into the top 3. Jjoh down into P4. Don't blink P5. We've got a little coming together. We've got a Land Sharky who's gone off at turn 2. And plenty of other problems at turn 4. Turn 4 is an issue. We've got B. Coles who's gone round at turn 4. And I don't know whether that was contact or whether indeed it was down to the setup and not having any downforce or too much rear. 5-second penalty. 5-second penalty for Nathan. Oh my word. 5 seconds for Nathan and for Maud, ignoring yellow flags. And by the way, the two Mercedes have checked out. Pogs, when you read Mercedes, read Red Bull last season, brother. Great start indeed. Great start. Great start for the Mercedes. They've checked out. 1 second down the road already. Andy, clear road in front of him. Let's have a look at Kermit. Mercedes, Red Bull, Alpine, Williams. A Sacco-like tackle with the Red Bull takes a position from FG Pac-Man. Further on down the field, Jjoh got involved in an incident. Jjoh might well challenge me for the unluckiest driver in MRL. He's down now in P15. Yeah, now you feel everybody's pain. Damn right. Dragging with you, Andy, says Jordan. Absolutely. I don't know where the yellow flags were. Yellow? I've no idea. I'm guessing it was the incident that B. Coles got caught up in. It comes down in P17 as well. Let's just take a quick look at the... oh my God. Position change, because my controller's broke. Right then, so the winners and losers so far. The winner, oh my God, Nathan. Although he's picked up 5 seconds, he does have an 11-place advantage from his starting position. Down is Jjoh, 13 places. Com 45 down 10. B. Cole's down 8. We've also got Maud up 7. So the 2 guys with the greatest... My word. The 2 guys with the greatest improvement so far both have 5-second penalties. What does that tell you? FG Pac-Man gives Jjoh a position further on the field. DRS has been enabled. Oh, yellow. I'm telling you, no! We've got 2 drivers out! 2 DNFs! It's going to be our first safety car of the evening! And we've got Land Sharky and Com 45, who've been involved in an incident at turn 1! I wish I could jump on board with the safety car. We'd have got a perfect view. We've lost our first 2 drivers of the night. It's Land Sharky in the Alfa Romeo and Com 45 in the Alfa Tauri. They are out of the race. There was an incident between them at turn 1 on lap number 3. Hey, Kayla, how you doing? Great drive in Tier 4 from you, Kayla, by the way. GG's. That was outstanding from you. From the back of the grid, or certainly near the back of the grid. One does one best, Kayla. You know, we've got the beard going. Got the beard going on. You're not very best. Can't find the seed now. Here we go. You steady on, Kayla. You steady on. I'm already excited enough as it is about the Tier 2 race tonight. I don't need any more excitement in my life. Well, we all like excitement. What a great camera angle that is, by the way. What a great camera angle. Look at that. That's a beauty. That reminds me, I did get disqualified on the Rolex sign one year. I did get disqualified on the Rolex sign. I span and it told me I was going in the wrong direction and disqualified me. Imagine. I just can't imagine. I can't imagine it happening. Not to me. Kayla, it is absolutely my favourite track. I'm absolutely devastated that my Tier 4 record so far is 3 races, 3 DNFs. This was supposed to be the start of my challenge tonight. And I span, and unfortunately my teammate ran into me. FG's AI just finessed me. He's been told to retire. What? I did invite him back. What was on your side for once, yeah? Hey, Rich, how you doing, mate? Well, I can't imagine that Andy, or potentially Jjoh, will be in Tier 2 for very long. Com45 has left the session. He's had enough. He's not going to watch through. So this will be our last lap under safety car conditions there, guys. This will be our last lap under safety car. Yeah, totally. This is such my favourite track. My favourite tracks are Portugal, Spain, Japan, and Silverstone. Those are my 4 favourite tracks, where I know I can get good results. Right then, shall we sit on board? I think we're going to sit on board with the Red Bull. As we get ready to start the race again, we're going to go green very shortly, in the next like 30 seconds. We're going to sit on board with the Red Bull. I'm intrigued to see if these 2 Mercedes can get away, catch Kermit sleeping, or can he... Kermit's shown some good pace. Semtex is down into P6. Let's just have a quick... Oh, sorry, not that one. Let's have a quick check on tyres, by the way. That's one thing I'm not done. So Andy's on the hards. So Pac-Man's thrown some soft tyres on. Sketchy Bull is 99th in the world. Oh, I forgot about Brazil. Kayla, I forgot about Brazil. Right, safety cars coming in this lap. Brazil is also one of my favourite tracks, mate. Love it. Love it to pieces. So I would say those 4 I mentioned in Brazil, my top 5 for sure. I've got plenty of tracks I don't like. We raced most of them at MRL. Trust the one I do like to catch me. Here we go then. Kermit. What are we going to see from Kermit? He's straight line right now. Here we go then. We are seconds away. There we go. Andy gets down the front. Does not catch out Jjoh or Kermit. In fact, Kermit is all over the back. Kermit's caught out. Don't blink. Kermit's all over the back of Jjoh though. Not close enough to make a move down into turn 1. Does go a little bit deep and wide. He's going to lose a little bit of time there. We've got all kinds of shenanigans happening in the background. No yellow flags as much as I can see. Lots of cars going through. No yellow flags. Couple of places exchanged further on down the field. But it's as we were out in front. It's Andy, Jjoh, Kermit attacks. Nathan Pocus up to P4 with that 5-second penalty. Don't blink. Chili Willy, JBTC Semtex, Maud, Sako Like Taco taking a position from City of R. FG Pac-Man, Beacos, Jjoh, Moot Irons, Ketchen, Benzo Slice. With Landsharky and Com45 our drivers who are no longer in contention this evening. We do have movement further on down the grid. We're going to stick with these guys at the moment because Kermit is now under attack from Nathan. Nathan, who struggled to set a lap in qualification, did manage to get a lap set in the end, then picked up 5 seconds on lap 1. But it seems as though the guy's got pace. And look at the gap being closed here. Look at the gap being closed. Here we go. It's Nathan Pocus down the straight into turn 1. Gets the job done way before the turn into P3. Relegating the Red Bull down into P4. Still, we've got the 2 Mercedes out in front. We've got Andy and then we've got Jjoh. Andy, by the way, on the hard tyre, keeping an 8/10 gap. Just getting ready to drag his buddy Jjoh all the way around the track when DRS is activated again at the end of this lap. Just have a quick look at Maud here because Maud is in a battle with Semtex. It's a Semtex sandwich between Maud and JB. It's quite a twisty turny but pretty fast sector 2, isn't it, at Portimao? I do like it. So Kermit Attacks made a mistake. He's 1 second now off the back of Nathan. But Nathan, by the way, Nathan is getting ready to challenge these Mercedes. Look at the fast lap changing hands. Don't blink on the back of Kermit Attacks as well. There's that beautiful Red Bull. Dominic, how you doing? Yeah, exactly. Well, it would do if Verstappen was up there, but he's not. We've got an Alfa Romeo kind of kicking in there somewhere. Nathan's got pace, ladies and gentlemen, I can assure you. I've only seen 8 laps, but I've seen enough. That will be a warning for Jjoh. He's gone wide, all 4 tyres over the white line. Do we have a challenge to the Mercedes dominance in Tier 2 for the first time this season? Ah, Sketchy, how you doing, brother? I'm led to believe you're quite quick at Portimao, mate. A secret little bird jumped in and told me. Here we go, DRS. Oh, this is going to be done way before the turn, surely. On the outside. And side by side into turn 1. But the Alfa Romeo of Nathan Pocus gets the job done. Now he's got to chase down our championship leader, Andy. Can he make it happen? Does have DRS, of course. Kermit has been dragged along with this. He's 1.1 seconds now. He's got Don't Blink for company still. But now we've got an Alfa Romeo sandwich between 2 slices of Mercedes bread. It's BTA Andy, Nathan Pocus and Jjoh out in front. Obviously, we do have that 5-second penalty for Nathan. But depending on whether we have another safety car, we can get this stuff kicked off pretty quick. Kermit Attacks will not go away either. In the Rebel on the hard tyre. Doing well, actually, to keep up. 3 seconds for Benzo. Doing well to keep up with that Mercedes of Jjoh. Of course, Jjoh and Nathan both have tyre compound advantage. Yeah, 17.3 was pole. Eli, what are you putting down for pole? What are you putting down for your time? Eli? Here we go. Are we going to see a move from Semtex? Sorry, don't blink. No, we're not. Decides better of it. We do have Semtex about to line up JBTC, by the way. Something obviously happened to Maud. FG Pac-Man is on 9-lap-old soft tyres. I'm guessing that he never got back in. We do have some gaps for me. Yellow flag in Sector 1. And it was FG Pac-Man and Maud getting tangled up. I believe there's an AI involved. Just doing a 17-2. Nice. Latifi. You're in trouble. I doubt that, Latifi. You're a quick boy. Speedy boy. Speedy boy. Jjoh takes P9 from Taco Like Taco in the midfield. Catches 3 seconds. The Haas driver with the Peno. As is Benzo. Almost made a joke. Try not to do that again, sorry. Right then, Kermit Attacks has lost. Oh, Mo, what's happened to Kermit? Kermit's lost 2 positions in 1 corner. 3 positions. As JB now gets in front. He's obviously had a moment coming around the final turn. Lost his speed and lost out in big style. Huge fashion. 17-2 in a short quality. Nice. Due to your fatigue. What's wrong with your fatigue? Maud catching 3 seconds. $17.6. Okay. Fatigue's got nothing to do with it, my friend. Right then. So, it's Andy and Nathan out in front. I think we are going to see ourselves a battle here. No, so Nathan, I've not seen Nathan before. But Nathan is now 1.3 seconds out in front of Jordster. And keeping in touch with Andy. Obviously, Andy is on the hard tyre. So Nathan does have compound advantage. But it would be nice to see some challenge to the dominance of Mercedes. Jjoh still in P9. He's battling. He's a little DRS train behind Chili Willy. So you've got Chili Willy, JB, Kermit, Semtex, Jjoh. They're in a little DRS train of their own. Jjoh does set the fastest lap of the race, though, with a 120.7. Absolutely, yeah. Eli, it is 12:13 a.m. in the UK. But we are living our life the best we can over here. Get involved with the fastest growing North American Formula One league. Because why wouldn't you? Nathan does pick up 3 seconds. He's now got 8 seconds of penalties. That was sloppy, I'm afraid. We've got a harsh round. It's Benzo. Benzo's round at the end of Sector 1. Turn 4. Captures another victim. I think whilst that's going on, we're going to jump on board with Chili Willy. He's a little bit of a block in the road right now for JB, Kermit, Semtex and Jjoh. Jjoh will be desperate in the Aston Martin to begin passing some of these cars. It will be difficult. Does he have much ERS? He doesn't have much ERS. What can he do against Semtex then? Down the home straight. Can he get... Oh, yeah, he's going to get past him all right. ERS being burnt. No doubt about it. He's going to move to the inside and he's going to take this position. I'm sure of it. And I'm wrong. He does it at turn 2. He didn't do it at turn 1, did it at turn 2? Turn 3. Up the hill then. Up to turn 4. Maintains P8. Kermit though. Kermit right on the tail of the Ferrari. We've got a Williams of their own contact between the Red Bull and Ferrari. Yeah, absolutely sketchy. I'm absolutely loving the pace. I'm loving the pace from him. Couple of mistakes. I don't know what... The 5 seconds is a bit ropey. I don't know where that came from. We'll keep our eye on that because we will move back to it if we feel that that overtake's going to happen. But this is a tussle right now. This is the tussle for P5. We've got Chilly Willy in the Williams, followed by JB in the Ferrari, Kermit Tax in the Red Bull, Jjoh in the Aston Martin, and Semtex. We've then got a 2-second gap right back there. You can see Citivar in the distance in his own little tussle with Sacco Like Taco, Ketchen, B-Coles, and Moo Irons. Here's Kermit. A lovely double move from Kermit. Is he going to make the move to stick into turn 1? He takes the inside line. Does he get it done? He does. He gets it done into turn 2, but here comes Jjoh as well. Jjoh, JB loses the position and gains it back from Jjoh again. Kermit, though, beautiful move from him. Down from P8 into P6 eventually, I think. P7 maybe, who knows. Jjoh catches P7 from the Ferrari of JBTC. JB under pressure as well from Semtex, but he's got his sights firmly set on the Aston Martin. Nathan does need to watch his limits for sure. Hey, that was a great move from the Red Bull. Great move from the Red Bull. Get your nose out in front. Get your elbows out. Job done. Thank you very much. Sector 2. We've got a coming together. I don't know whether that's AI or not. Andy then, half a second out in front from Nathan. They've put a 2.4 second gap now to Georgester in P3. Don't Blink is 1.2 seconds further back. Then 4.7 seconds. The cork in the bottle is Chilly Willy. 4.8 seconds now. Jjoh's quick, for sure. But we have got a lot of quick drivers here in MRL. This tier is not even the quickest tier on show. Well, apart from the fact the driver out in front is winning the championship by a considerable margin after 4 races. Anyway, I think it's important to say at this point during the race, because we're on lap 15 of 33, that if you're sat here wondering why this is the best league in North America, the quickest growing league, don't just take our word for it. Go and find your mum and your dad, your brother, your sister, your aunt, your uncle, any relative pet or long-distance friend. Make sure you send them the link to this stream, as our first driver in the pits is Georgester. He did 15 laps on those medium tyres. He's going to come out in about P12. He's going to overtake him by Sacco Like Taco, though. He's going to come out in P13. So that's our first pit stop. So we've got Nathan, Don't Blink, Chilly Willy and Jjoh. Jjoh's obviously done 3 laps less because he's pitted already. But Jjoh's up into P5. He's taken a position from Kermit Attacks. I think I need a Red Bull or 2. Pogs, if the dog doesn't subscribe, it's no dog of mine. Yes, Kayla. I knew it. Listen, I knew that your dog would be subscribed. That's the first thing you did. I know it. Get the pets in. Nice clean air for Georgester. Yeah, he does have a little bit of a gap now. That's true. Middle of sector 2, he's got a good gap there to Sacco. 7 seconds. So if your dog is not subscribed, please make sure it is. Right, we've got a flurry of activity in the pits. It's Don't Blink and Chilly Willy who've dived in. What are we going to see? Don't Blink throws on some hards. That's his one stop done. How far is Nathan going to take these medium tyres? I can tell you from experience that when you get to lap 22, the rears are on circa 80% wear. They don't make lap 23. Yes, Latifi, get the cat to subscribe. I'll expect paw prints. There goes those tyres, though, for Nathan. Making a problem. Jjoh now is in P3. Only 13 lap old tyres. So how long is he going to take those mediums? Did he? Well, he's obviously started on hards. Can he go into the mediums again? I'm guessing he can go into the mediums again, can't he? Into the pits comes Nathan then. 16 laps is enough for him. Hasn't got the 22 lap balls that some of our tier 3 drivers had. Cost me a bloody point. Hard, medium, says Eli. So it's Nathan and Moo Irons now into the pits. Right, let's run through our order as we stand. Lap 18 of 33. It's Andy still out in front. 10 seconds clear down the road. And actually, he's about to catch the AI, I believe it is, of FG Pac-Man. Let's just keep our eye on that. Make sure it gets out of the way. Yes, it does. Beautiful. Good work. So it's Andy, 10 seconds down the road from Jjoh on the 14-lap old medium tyres. Is Kermit Attacks then in the Red Bull in P3, 17-lap old hards. How far are the boys going to take their hard tyres? Are we going to see them take that to lap 18, 19 perhaps? I don't know. I think, Latifi, I think Pac-Man's disconnected. I have invited him back, but you can only invite people back so many times, right? Oh, Jordan. How many laps had you done on yours? Because everybody in front of me had all these penalties, and I was like, come on, P5, P5. Into the pits comes Kermit then. He did not take... Oh, Kermit. 5 seconds, speeding in the pit lane. An absolute howler from Kermit. Absolute howler. Yeah, I think he's disconnected. I have invited him back, but I can't just keep going inviting him back. People want to watch the race, you know? So, right then. Where the devil are we? Give me some pointers, team. Semtex just... Oh, my word. Jjoh. Jjoh's made a mistake at the Rolex turn. He's losing multiple positions. He's going to lose another one. He does. City Var takes the position from Jjoh. On the 15-lap old mediums, he's made an error. That's going to cost him an enormous amount of time. It's cost him at least 7 or 8 seconds there because the gap was 10 seconds between him and Andy, and it is now upwards of 20. As Andy just rubs salt into the wounds, the Mercedes doing the fastest lap of the race at 20.6 on hard tyres that are 19 laps old. Jjoh dives into the pits then. He's got to get those mediums off. 3 more cars in the pits then. We've got Semtex, Ketchen and Jjoh, one after the other. Let's have a quick look at the penalty situation. 3 for Sacco, 3 for Ketchen, 3 for Nathan, 5 for Kermit, 11 seconds for Maud, 3 seconds for Benzo, and the AI of FG Pac-Man obviously is just in the way. We've obviously changed the thing by accident, apologies. Right then, so Nathan with these fresh tyres. What's Nathan going to do then? So he's got these hard tyres on. He's actually come out of the pits behind Don't Blink because he served the 5 seconds. So he's served these 5 seconds. He's only got the 3 seconds on the clock now. So he's half a second behind Don't Blink. You would expect now that when Andy comes out of the pits, there's going to be somewhat of a 5-second gap, perhaps, between Andy and Nathan. There isn't, you know. That is not a 5-second gap. So Nathan's been held up. B. Cole's into the pits, lap 20. Sacco like Taco has continued. As Nathan goes round, don't blink like he's not there. Fastest lap of the race so far as well. Now, there we go. He's got a little bit of a gap between himself and Sacco. Sacco will be coming into the pits in the next lap or two. So now Nathan's got an opportunity to close down this gap. It's a 6.8 second gap to Andy. That's bigger than I thought it was going to be. By almost a couple of seconds. Can somebody go to the fridge and get me a beer, please? Be much appreciated. So Nathan is closing the gap. Hand over fist to Sacco like Taco, of course. 17 lap advantage on tyres. City of R currently leads. Let's give City of R some camera time. City of R, there he is. He's still going hard on those hard tyres. 4.8 seconds out in front of Andy. That's fair play. He's actually extending the gap a little bit. Nathan sets the fastest lap of the race. It's a 20 flat. He's got that gap down to 1.7 seconds now to Sacco like Taco. Nathan has an absolute shocker and picks up another 3 seconds in Sector 1. So if your foot didn't have to be down to the floor before, it certainly does now. That really does clear the way for Andy to claim yet another haul of points. Nathan's driven very, very quickly, but his track management has cost him on at least 6 occasions because he's picked up 2 penalties. 6 seconds in the bank for him. Andy's 3.4 seconds, 3.3 seconds off the back, so he's caught up a second and a half for the last lap on City of R, who now dives into the pits and picks up 5 seconds worth of penalties. Shocking. City of R. That's no good, brother. Here we go then. Down the long straight. Nathan weaving is Sacco. Trying to break the toe. It might be a futile moment because he might not get it done at turn 1, but I'm pretty sure as we go through turns 2, 3, and indeed 4, that's where the second DRS zone will come into its own. Eli, these things happen. These things happen, brother. Challenging then, side by side, down into turn 5. Better traction, maybe. Better traction from the Alfa Romeo coming out turn 5. Yes, he does get out in front. Takes the position from Sacco like Taco. Sacco's got to get himself into the pits. He's losing time now on those hard tyres. 22 laps old. Moored on 22 lap old medium tyres will not be lasting much longer, I can assure you. He will be in the pits shortly. 7.5 seconds the gap then. So Sacco did hold up Nathan briefly. Andy out in front in that Mercedes. The dominant Mercedes. Out on his own. Racing freely. No worries behind. 7.5 second gap to the Alfa Romeo. Then we've got the Red Bull of Sacco like Taco. It's an Alpine now of Don't Blink closing in on Sacco, who still doesn't go into the bits. Jjoh 3.5 seconds further back, being challenged by Kermit Attacks. Kermit Attacks does take P5 from Jjoh on the fresher, softer compound of tyre. Does take P5. Maud picks up 5 seconds moving into the pit lane on those 23-lap-old medium tyres. Disappointment for him. But he is not last in the race. Keep going because you never know what's going to happen. Throw on some softs, says Maud. Someone calls a safety car, please. A safety car would make things a little bit spicy. That would be... safety car happens now. Maud wouldn't actually be in the worst place in the world. But he is 33 seconds off the back of another car, so actually, yeah, he would be in the worst place in the world. Sacco like Taco is on the back of Don't Blink. He's just lost that position. Is he going to try and fight and get it back? Yes, he is. Straight down the straightaway. On 24-lap-old hards now. He takes that position. Semtex takes a position from Jordster. Are we going to see Don't Blink challenge back in this second DRS zone on Sacco like Taco? Sacco like Taco has to pit at some point. Down to the Rolex turn. The Rolex hairpin. This is a monster drive from Sacco. That would be the cherry on top. A safety car right now would add a considerable amount of spice and would give Don't Blink an incredible opportunity at not just a podium. I mean, you look at, if we take a quick brief look at penalties. I mean, 6 seconds to Nathan, Sacco with 3. Don't Blink would be in with a hell of a chance. I'm assuming they'll all jump on the soft tyre. Semtex, Don't Blink on Sacco like Taco then. Down the home straight. Here we go. Lap 26 of 33. Moves to the inside. Takes the position. Gets the job done well before the turn. 25 laps now on those tyres for Sacco. Is he going to drag along the Red Bull of Kermit and let him past? That's the question. Let's keep our eye on this Red Bull partnership right here. How's this going to work out? Yes, he does. He lets him go through. Good move there from Sacco. Well done, Sacco. Benzo picks up 3 seconds. Does it without losing too much time, because Sacco knows he does have to jump into the pits. Kermit on the medium tyre. Maud on the soft tyres. Let's go, Maud. Kermit's 7-lap old. He doesn't have to come in and pit again. Maud's got the fastest lap of the race. He's thrown the soft tyres on. He won't get a point, but he'll prevent somebody else from getting a point. Oh, we've got an AI in the way. The AI's in the way. The AI's in the way. That's cost us some time in the Red Bull garage. Unfortunate for Kermit. He's now lost out a bunch of time. Sacco's had a moment as well. He's lost out time. Semtex has taken a position from him. Doesn't help about the tyre situation, but good lord. Yellow flags in sector 1. That will no doubt be an Aston Martin getting involved and getting in the way. Don't Blink then. 3 seconds back. He's currently sat in P2. P3 on track, P2 with penalties. Kermit attack is... he's picked up 5 seconds, so he's going to lose out. He's going to lose out at the minute. He's going to lose out to Semtex and... no, he's only going to lose out to Semtex. And possibly Jordster, actually. Jordster in the other Mercedes looks like he will pick up some time because of that penalty situation. So Kermit attack needs to get the foot down. Kermit does need to attack. Otherwise, we'll see a flurry of problems. Sacco. Is Sacco in the pits? Sacco is still not yet in the pits. I'm amazed that Sacco isn't in the pits yet. P6 does take a position back from Jjoh there, though, after losing it. Let's have a quick look on board with Semtex then. He's chasing down Kermit. He'll want to get this position on track. He's obviously got it without the penalties at the moment. Here we go, battle side by side. It's Mercedes and Haas. Oh, and it's Mercedes, Haas and Aston Martin. Where did Jjoh come from then? 4 cars in a small train here, by the way. It's Sacco like Taco. He's got Ketchen, Jjoh and Jjoh for company. We've got a battle on our hands here for some points, by the way, boys. Let's see what these guys can deliver. A little cheeky look from Jjoh up the inside. Decides to back out of it. We've got a great view of the Red Bull and Haas. Is Sacco like Taco catching Jjoh? Is Sacco like Taco diving into the bits now? I believe he will do. Yes, he's taking that inside line. Surely he's going to go to the bits. Yes, he does. A great run on Jjoh. Gets Jjoh. Jjoh does indeed take the position. Neither of those two guys have got penalties. So Jjoh, that is 4 points and track position. P7 for Jjoh then. Things you love to see. Overtakes on a Sunday night with Moose Racing League. Ladies and gentlemen, if you do want to get involved, if you're here for the first time, there are links down in the... Oh! All the hard work from Jjoh comes to no fruition as he makes a mistake at the Rolex turn and loses 2 positions to Jjoh and City of R. He needs now to stay in position. We've got a Haas in the way. Is Benzo Slice just getting out of the way of some lead cars, I'm sure. Jjoh, what a mistake from Georgia. Georgia? Who's Georgia? Jjoh. I love Georgia. Kermit attacks the House of Benzo, gets out of the way. Well done, Benzo. Just vibing in Tier 1 lobby right now. Is it open, is it? Benzo's gone into the pits, has retired from the session. Unlucky Benzo. GG's, brother. So Kermit with 5 seconds will want to take this position on track from Don't Blink. He's got the faster compound tyre. Is he going to make a move up the hill? Into turn 9. Yes, great move from Kermit. Extends his position up into turn 10. Bit of the turn 10 anyway. About turn 11. Who knows? Yellow flags in sector 1. That looked like a Sacco like Taco. No, Sacco. Down in P14. Lost a lot of time somewhere, did Sacco. You want some tie? Oh, there you go. You got tie life, Pops. Jjoh up into P6. Takes a position from Ketchen. More DNFs in the pits. He's had enough for the day. Oh, we're going to see Ketchen make a move down at turn 1. We're not. He moves to the outside to try and get a better turn and run into turns 3 and 4. We've got the second DRS section coming up. You'll see the move that he made there to try and get a better line, and therefore better traction didn't work. Because he's still not got room. He's also got 3 seconds. Sacco like Taco, taking the fastest lap of the race. Let's go, Sacco. We're on lap 31 of 33. It's the Portuguese Grand Prix. And it's Mercedes dominance out in front. 11.2 seconds. absolutely no way on God's green earth, unless something absolutely horrific happens, this man is not winning this race. Lap 32 now. The championship leader looking to extend his lead at the top of the standings. It's been an imperious drive. He's led from start to finish. Safety cars withstanding. Pit stops withstanding. 3 seconds for Beacles. That's going to not really have too much of an impact for him. Kermit has made it up into P3. He's got a couple of Alpines chasing him down there. They're both going to finish above him because he's got that 5-second penalty. As Nathan picks up another 3 seconds. Now that really does throw things open. Because at the minute we've got a Mercedes P1 and an Alpine P2 and 3. I think. Jjoh won't be close enough to take P4 off Kermit. And Nathan will finish in P6. I think. Yep, Semtex P3. Don't Blink will finish P2. We're on lap 33. There may well be positions that change hands over the course of the next. Oh, Jjoh. That throws a spanner in the works for Jjoh. Doesn't affect his race, to be fair, too much. So here we come then. Middle of Sector 2. The middle of Sector 2. Here comes Andy. Round the penultimate long left-hander, right-hander. Board. There's the final turn then. The final long right-hand turn. And as we come through Portugal, it is Andy that takes the race win. 10 seconds minimum in front of his nearest competitor. The championship leader extends his lead at the top of the standings in round 5 of the World Championship. Congratulations to Mercedes. Congratulations to Andy. Outstanding behaviour. Absolutely beautiful drive from him. Never saw another car anywhere close to him other than Nathan. And Nathan was picking up points. It's Don't Blink in the Alpine who finishes second. It's an Alpine 2-3 with Semtex picking up a third podium position. Nathan Pocas 4th. Kermit Attacks actually ends up finishing 5th. Jjoh 6th. George the 7th. Ketchen 8th. City Vara P9. Moo Irons P10. Chili Willy P11. Beacles P12. Then we've got JB Sacco Like Taco and FG Pac-Man coming through to finish the race. Excuse me. Hamilton 2020 performance. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Sketchy. Incredible performance, Randy. Absolutely outstanding. Pure, utter dominance from start to finish. Absolutely, Kayla. What a day for the Mercedes. Certainly the Mercedes of Andy. I'm pretty sure Jjoh's to finish in the points as well. But the dominance continues. Who is going to stop this Mercedes from winning the title? The gap now is significant. If it wasn't significant as it was, now it really is significant. Now it really is significant. Right then, guys. I'm looking for Andy, Don't Blink, and Semtex in any given order. please get yourself into the interview waiting room. Let's hear what our drivers have got to say about that race. Great race, great results for Alpine. Semtex, GG's, brother. Feel free to come through for the interview if you want, buddy. I'll grab myself a beer while we're waiting for guys to get into the interview waiting room. I'm in media box 2. Okie dokie, right, let's get to our interviews then. Let's do P3 first, so let's go bring Semtex in.
Oh, hello?
Semtex.
Hello?
Mr. Semtex, can you hear me?
Oh, yes, now I can. How's it going?
Can you hear... Oh. Hey up. You can, but I've
Oh.
got my PC on mute. That's not going to help. Bear with me. There you go. How you doing, sir?
Dude, that was intense. I didn't even realize you could get on the damn podium.
My
Oh.
God. What
I'm drenched in sweat.
a race.
Thank you,
That-
sir. It's been a long time. And
Yeah, do you
nice
know
to
what?
be back up.
It was so much fun. It was so much fun to watch. I'm just trying to remember how to do the thing. There we go. Right. Yeah. Do you know what? It was so much fun to commentate on. So much fun to watch. I saw that yourself and Don't Blink were just keeping things clean, trying to chase down that Mercedes. Must have been a tough job.
It was a tough one, man. Like, I honestly, we were all the exact same pace there, like Kermit, me, and Don't Blink, and there was no one getting past anyone after Kermit got by to tire wear. Like, it was just
Yeah.
like straight same pace. It was tough.
Yeah, it looked like
Yeah.
that kind of race where you'd be sweating for not a great deal of return.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I honestly had no idea I had a podium shot. I was like, oh damn, Don't Blink's gonna get the podium. I can't get by him. And then fucking 9 seconds, boom, I'm up there. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, there
Caught
were.
me off guard.
That's what I think with this track. It's easy to pick up penalties. The amount of penalties that we saw tonight across most of our tiers mean that as long as you can keep it clean, you're pretty much in good shape.
Yeah, 100%. It's just keeping the penalties off the board.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Where's the race next week?
Next week we are crap. Where are we? We are in Imola.
Imola. All right. So how do you feel about Imola?
I mean, I'm pretty decent there. It's just a bad track for me because like in the sense of racing, like it's more of a time trial track in my opinion. I just
Yeah.
find the racing to be pretty bad there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, GG's, man.
Thank you.
GG's. Congratulations on the podium.
Good sleep, sir. Have a good sleep.
I'll do my very best. I'm going to watch Tier 1 first, of course.
Oh yeah, of course. Of course.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you. Have
Take
fun.
care, buddy. Well done.
You too.
Okay, right. Let's drag Andy in. Good evening, Andy.
Evening.
Good evening, sir. We speak again.
Yeah.
This is becoming rather the regular occurrence, sir.
Yeah. It's try to keep it that way.
Well, I'm absolutely convinced that unless something horrific happens to you on lap 1, that you and I will be speaking every week. Because tonight's drive, I mean, obviously you put down a qualification lap on mediums that was competing in the top 4 or 5. You then switched to the softs. You put down a great time. And just as the guys were getting close to it, within a 10th, you just threw down another 10th.
Yeah.
It was very impressive from start to finish. Just talk to me about your strategy for the race, and really, it might have been quite boring for you for of course the race, but I think the most pain you might have been in was trying to get past the AI of FG Pac-Man.
Yeah. So from the starters, just looking at the qualifying, I was just I was pretty confident in getting a low 17 there. In the end, just minor tweaks on the setup, and that was great. We got our first pole, happy with that. And then on this track, I normally just go hard to medium because of the mediums are so much faster in the end on this track. It's the gap between the tires there is crazy. So on the hard, it was pretty much just trying to maintain consistency every lap. And then I had this Alfa Romeo pretty close for many laps.
Yes, Nathan.
He was very Nathan. He was very quick.
Yeah, he was. I think the battle between. To be fair, I think that's the best battle I've seen with you so far this season. With Nathan, yes, he had tyre compound advantage, but in terms of pace, it seemed pretty close. He was putting a gap on Jordster, keeping it within like 5-6 tenths of you. Unfortunately for him, his ability to keep the car inside the white lines cost him this evening.
Yeah.
But yeah, it feels like to me if we can get him on a track where he can keep the car within the white lines, then you might have a little bit more competition.
Yeah, I think so. Both him and Jjoh look fast out there. So
yeah, Jjoh had another one of his bad luck stories. If I don't get the driver with the worst luck in season 7, it will be Jjoh. I think. I mean, hands down, I'm getting it. No doubt about it. I'm definitely getting the driver with the worst luck. But I think Jjoh could be a close second.
Okay. Yeah, so when I saw him was like, Nathan was close to me all the laps, I kind of just kept the pace up every lap and waited for him to pit. Because he had a 5-second, I think, so he also took that in pit, so I gained off of that as well.
Yeah. You gained an extra 2 seconds on that as well, by the way. Somewhere down the line, you gained an extra 2 seconds on that because he was half a second behind, and then when he came out, he got stuck in a little bit of traffic, and it ended up being 7.58 seconds.
Yeah, I was also looking at that. I saw a good chunk of people behind me that would have passed me if I pitted earlier. So I kind of waited it out and tried to overcut everyone. Tire warm up on this track is horrible.
Yes,
so we just tried to overcut as many as possible and then come out in clean air and make the most out of it, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, you did a fantastic job this evening. Next week, before we have our 1 week break, so May 28th, we have our 1 week break. May the 20th, we head to Imola.
Yeah.
How do you fancy Imola?
It's one of my favorite tracks to drive. I find it very tricky to like find good lap times around there, but it's definitely one of the tracks I really like to drive. So hopefully we can have another great result on that track.
That's it. You're sending warning shots across the bows of all the other drivers in Tier 2 yet again. One of your favourite tracks. the Temple of Speed. I know I'm looking forward to it. I think, again, with a serious amount of speed on that track, it's all down to 0-0 wings, no doubt, and people just going hell for leather and seeing where Tier 2 ends up next week.
Yeah, we'll make the most out of it, hopefully.
Absolutely. Listen, Andy, congratulations again, sir. Well done. An absolute dominant drive. You've extended your lead way, way, way above the 18 points that it was at the start of the night, and I can't wait to see what you produce for us again next week. Take care. Have a great evening, sir.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night, buddy. Let's try and make sure we press the right button, shall we, before we start? Congratulations to everybody. I don't know whether we've got... Yeah, so we don't have Don't Blink in chat. We don't have Don't Blink in the interview box. So, final one for me. Congratulations to Andy. Congratulations to Semtex and to Don't Blink. What a great race. Yet again, MRL delivers on a Sunday night. You know it. That's why you turn up every single week. That's why you hit the subscribe button. And why you make sure you hit like on this video, as well as all the others that you're watching. My name is Andy Ragequit. I've been your commentator for this evening. I'm going to leave you now because you've got 3 minutes until Tier 1 starts. And we all set off again. Can we see somebody in the 16s for pole in Tier 1? I think that's possible. Now, I'm going to head out. I'm going to jump on board with Tier 1. I invite you to as well. Go find MRL Tier 1 Sunday night. It's Portugal, and we're going to go again. Woo! GG's to Mercedes. Let's go.